Hey family, this is one of those Thanksgiving things, one of those kitchen takeovers with, in his kitchen. You ain't speaking today, huh? That's unusual. But anyway, we gonna make some quick oxtail for Thanksgiving. Let's go!
Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks, I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So let's get through this oxtail for the holiday. I bought about 10 pounds worth of oxtail. I figured that would be enough. I really wanted to do some lamb ribs, and I bought them and I seasoned them, but I didn't cook them. I just wasn't feeling it, you know. So about 10 pounds of oxtail in ye old crock pot. A little less, probably about 8.5 to 9. But I take my oxtail and go wash it off for a minute. Bring it back. Now it's time to adjust the camera and start seasoning it up. So I got my hickory smoked salt. Just a little of that. I got some herbs de Provence or something like that. Some of that. I got some coriander seeds, about a good 2 pinches of that. Some chipotle pepper, 1 whole pepper, broke it up into little bits and stuck it around in there. Some cloves, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 12, something like that. Some mojito seasoning, 2 good tablespoons full. Some sumac. I did 1 tablespoon of sumac, some paprika, shake it a little bit, some garlic powder, bit of that, yep, some white peppercorns, a good sprinkling of those, and top it off with some pomegranate juice. Some straight up pomegranate. We're going to fill this up. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to put that to cook for about a good 8 hours. 8 hours later, I fell asleep and woke up. What we're going to do is we're going to take all these oxtail out the pot. Yeppers. Ever so carefully. Ever so lovingly. And you see all that liquid in the pot? Yeah, we're gonna strain that and drain that, and we're gonna make that a lovely sauce. But yeah, get all that. So much in this, kind of tiring, wearing me out. Just trying to take oxtail out the pot. Goodness. Don't get old, people. Getting old ain't for punks. And yeah, whenever I found that chipotle pepper pieces, I put them on the side because I want to cut them up. Usually I run it through a blender, but right now it's about 7 in the morning and I don't want to wake nobody up. I'm trying to be quiet doing this. That's also why I'm taking so long getting all this oxtail out this pot. Because we was hanging out kind of late. Yeah. So get all the oxtail out. And you get your oil separator. I like to do it in the sink in case I make a mess. It's been known to happen. You pour your gravy into the oil separator. Let it sit about 5 minutes. And then you take the oil and you let it come out the bottom. Put it in the pot. Do that. No, get rid of the oil that's in the oil separator. Because it's going to be a lot of liquid there. A lot of oxtail, a lot of liquid, a lot of oil. And you do that 2-3 times until you get all of your lovely gravy coming out the oil separator. Mm-hmm. And the top of the oil separator is going to catch all the other goodness, the herbs and spices that you put in there. Like I said, normally I would just run that through the blender, but it's early in the morning. Everybody else in the house is asleep, so I ain't going to do that. So you take that pot, you put it on the stove, turn the stove up high, because we're going to boil this and reduce it by about half. And while that's starting to reduce, put your oxtail back in the pot because it's kind of done. It could use another hour or so. And I kind of tasted a piece and it was kind of bland. And you might think that's a problem, but it's not because we're going to pour the rest of that gravy after we spruce it up back on this oxtail and it's going to lovingly, slowly cook for another 2 or 3 hours. And there's your lovely gravy coming to a boil. And like I said, we're going to reduce that by half. And after it boils a bit, after it calms down some, we're going to turn it down to a nice simmer. There you go. Turn it down. Let it come down to a nice simmer because we're going to add some more flavor to this pot. That way our oxtail won't be bland whatsoever. And stir, make sure you're not burning anything. Make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. I know you see me back there waiting. I'm waiting. I'm patient. But patience ran out, so I gotta start doing some prep to put into this. Alrighty. Couple more stir steps. And I don't know why you back there chilling. Come on, get to prepping the vegetables. Cause yeah, we gonna put some good vegetables in here. Oh, thank you. Adjust your camera, get your cutting board back, and we're gonna start off with some garlic. Cause I'm cooking for other people. Yeah, I'm cutting that little woody end off the garlic. For myself, hey, I just smash it up, chop it up, use the whole thing. But when you're doing things for other people that you love, you got to do it with a little more love than you would do it for yourself. Yep. So cut up your garlic, and we're gonna add that to the pot right away. And then we're gonna get out a little bit of not jalapeno, Scotch bonnet pepper. Break that up, chop that down. Now, see, with all that oxtail, it's not going to be that hot. And that is the chipotle pepper that you pulled out the pot. You're going to cut them both kind of fine as you can for early in the morning. Throw that in the pot. What else we got going on here? I got some thyme. Couple of good 7, 8, 9, 10 sprigs of thyme. Put that in the pot. This is some spring onions. Cut them up. Save the tops. You want like 2/3 of this. Cut that up. All that's going in the pot right now. Got me a little bit of them. What else we got? My sweet peppers. I love my sweet peppers. They make the dish look so bright. So much color. So much goodness. Cut up your sweet peppers. Kind of chunky. Because you don't want them to dissolve in this sauce. You want them to stand out. You want them to have a little bit of bite to them. So chop up your sweet peppers. Put them directly in the pot. And I also had a little bit of carrots. I just kind of cut them in half because those are those so-called baby carrots. Didn't want them too big, didn't want them too small. Chop them just in half, and we put them in the pot now because we don't want them to melt away altogether, but we do want to soften them up a little bit. Holiday oxtail, I tell you. Mm-hmm. Now, your oxtail, everything was cooking for a while. You pour all that back into the pot with the oxtail, and you stir it up just a little bit, or maybe a lot of bit. A little plate on the side is what I tasted, so I know whether it was good or not. And you let that simmer for another 2 hours while the guests are coming. And there you have some holiday Thanksgiving oxtail with some reduced sauce, so it's nice and thick. Got all your colors and all your stuff. I even think I put some mushroom in there, but try it out, people. Can't go wrong.